Welcome to Murder at the Birch Tree Theatre. Spooky. What do I know about this game? Not much, to be honest. I know it's about a detective game about murder and about a theatre. And we play in Wuthering, the prologue in 1995, which is based on Les Miserables. I was in Les Miserables once. There's been a murder at the Birch Tree Theatre. Click on highlighted words, objects to reveal clues, then click on words to add them to your inventory. Press Solve or Tab to reveal the solution player to drag each word into the correct spots. Words must match the colour of the empty spot. Not every word will be used. Good luck, the future of community theatre depends on you. Alright, click outside of it and press the spacebar. Okay, what we got here? We got an ox that's been dead on the floor. The man is surrounded by blood and is not breathing, even. A binder contains the score to the musical Wuthering. So it's like Wuthering Heights, but Les Miserables. Heathcliff's Epiphany. Available 1/2 stop down. So yeah, based definitely on Wuthering Heights. What does it say? Below her, she says I'm below her. Just a mutt without a name. Feel too free to kick and free to shank, 'cause I'm below her. By God, I'll show her that I can beat back every blow and lead the lesser men below. Yes, I'm stronger than she'll ever dare to be. Alright, that's enough singing for one day. Alrighty. Interesting anyway. Okay. To whom it may concern, my life has not been without its shortcomings, but on the whole I've been blessed. My greatest blessing by far has been the pleasure of serving the community via the Birch Tree Theatre as a leader and a performer. It gives me no pleasure to leave behind the contents of this envelope, but I feel it to be my duty and my one shot for redemption. Inside you'll find evidence of this organization's corruption and the crimes committed by its board members. My attempts to right this ship resulted in my ouster from the board years ago, and my admittedly naive threats to bring these crimes to light have only imperiled my own life. I've seen this organization soar, but I surely will not see those heights reached again in my lifetime. Perhaps through the revelation of the evidence I have found will be the first step towards the bright future for the BTT. Theatrically yours forever, Mason W. Alrighty, so I'm guessing this is Mason W. He's been shot. A gun still warm in the back, probably by this here bird, Keller. Are you Keller? This theatre is my home. I couldn't let him take it away. And J.H. Okay. Oh. He's got his own shirt sewn. Wuthering cast. Heathcliff as Mason Wilder. Henley as Peter Cottager. Joseph as Marquez Walls. Hampton Young Heathcliff as Jonathan Perlman. And Lyndon is Jacob Humming. And that was you, JH, wasn't it? Yeah. So you're Jacob Humming. Which makes sense, because you're a hummingbird. Mason Wilder. The star on the door reads Mason Wilder. Opening. Welcome to Wuthering Heights. Full company. Your friend, your companion, your own. C. Hamilton, J. Perlman, B. Hosman, M. Wilder. Somewhere far away from you. M. Wilder, B. Hosman. Know your place. P. Cottager, M. Samuels, M. Waltz. Okay, so these are all the singing parts. Okay. Post show. Please leave Mike Bellson undergarments out for wardrobe to collect. Lead actor items will be collected by Samantha Keller. Ensemble items by Katrina Cottager. So she's one of the two ladies. Oh my god, I heard. What did you do? And this is Keller, right? Yeah. So she's the Samantha Keller. Alrighty, let's solve it. This is Samantha Keller. Oh, yeah. Click and drag. Samantha Keller. You, last name was Humming. And it was either Jacob or Jonathan. And you were Wilder. Mason Wilder. Jacob. There we go. So this is Mason Wilder. Was shot. Can I just draw names from here? Yeah. Jacob Humming to prevent him from revealing the crimes at the theatre. The sound was heard by Samantha Keller, who walked in to find out the man. There we go, easy enough. Mason Wilder was shot in his dressing room by fellow community theatre actor Jacob Humming to prevent him from revealing the crimes of the Birch Theatre Board of Directors. Alright, there we go. Solved. M for murder. Collecting the Dots, a composer's journey from the Midwest prairies to the bright lights of Broadway by Noel Stevenson. A 7 o'clock alarm, a jog through Central Park, a slice of toast and half a grapefruit. 20 minutes of warming up the piano with the classics, Beethoven, the Beatles, some Koala Porter for good measure. After that, Cassie D. Hilliard gets to work. Usually write lyrics away from the piano. I'll start there to get a melody going, but then I'll pace around my apartment with a notebook, singing ideas and writing down the ones that stick. That way I can know what it will feel like for an actor. It drives my husband crazy there. Miss Hilliard recently won a Tony Award for the score of Artist in Residence, her third following the story's scores of Wuthering and the Time Traveler's Convention. Beer time. There we go. Oh, I got some beer on my mic. There we go. Artist closed in June, but it was the critical darling of the season, taking home 6 Tonys out of 9 nominations. It's also one of the rare musicals to have won a Pulitzer Prize. As I sat across from Miss Hilliard, please call me Cass, I'm dying to know about the journey from a Midwest piano teacher to the toast of Broadway. Also know that a recent tragedy has cast a pall over her origin story. An actor was shot backstage after a performance of Wuthering at a community theatre where Cass cut her teeth. The actor who died was their former collaborator and lover. She looks forlornly at the piano when I bring this up. A lot to the Birch Theatre. It's a scratching post for ideas. It was the centre of my hometown and we put on some incredible shows. I miss those days, but other than that, I'd like to keep my thoughts about the theatre and Mason in the past. Fair enough too. I don't blame you. Hello, girl! Music by George Starnes, words by Harvey Carroll. Okay, hello, girl. Hello, dolls. Guys and dolls? No? Oh, a goat. Heck yeah. Let's see. And we've got a chandelier that's dropped. A broken chandelier. Well, let's click on the goat first. What, just Carol? Ah, he's got a bowler. That's cool. Dear Charles, I've spoken to Mr. Gardner directly several times about the quality of the Act 1 finale. My concerns seem to fall on deaf ears. As director and president of the board, I had hoped he would be of sound mind enough to give Dan's role to me. But not because I want that, but for the good of the Birch Theatre and its reputation. This is our inaugural production, after all. As vice president, surely I have a say in the matter. I know I'm probably overstepping, but I deeply care about the theatre and all that it could be. I'm thrilled to be a part of this production, and your mentorship means the world to me. Would have preferred the leading man role, but I can live with sidekick and understudy. Haha, theatrically yours, Mason W. So Mason is here. He's this guy. This is Mason. This is in the past. He's dead! Proudly for us. Happy opening, DP. Okay. Dear Mason, thanks for your note. You're a talented young man who cares deeply about the theatre and I admire that. What I must remind you is the immortal Bird of Avon wrote, that one man in this time plays many parts. Be patient, there will surely be a leading role for Mason Wilder in due time. Needless to say, we're not going to replace a perfectly fine actor 2 days before opening. Community theatre is primarily about just that, community, so don't attack a castmate for singing a little flat. know the cast is having their own party, but I'm hoping you'll join us in the lobby for a toast to cap off opening night after the audience clears out. Give you a chance to make some connection as if you're ever interested in serving on the board. Dan will be there too naturally, so play nice. I'm so glad we're finally turning this abandoned movie house into something for the community. Thanks for being a part of it and break a leg Friday. Charles. Alright, let's put in the names now, because we know this is Mason Wilder. And this is... No, Charles. But we don't know Charles's last name as of yet. Seriously, Mason? It's obvious you wrote that note. Also, insulting the guy you're understudying, who's also a member of the board, isn't the best way to integrate yourself with this theatre company. Maybe we'll channel that rage into your performance instead. Dan. So Dan's the guy that Mason was trying to, you know, take over. Mason is Dan's understudy. There we go. Happy opening. Here's a little something to help you make a Hello Girl-tini. 2 ounces of vodka, any kind. 1/2 ounce of chinola liquor. 1/2 ounce of grenadine and a dash of Angostura bitters. Here's mud in your eye. Marnie Piper, Sally. And there's a pill here. Okay, and this is Carol. We know that. The woman is passed out and is breathing. Okay, Birch Street Theatre Board of Directors monthly meeting. Meeting called to order at 8 PM by Miss Gardner. So it's either C. Gardner, C. Gibson, or C. Upson. Now she looks like the secretary, if I'm going to guess. And she's a Ms., so that makes sense. Mr. Bradley, Mrs. Prescott, and Mrs. Storm were all there. So let's say that this is Carol Upson right now. Just so that we're here. Upson, Carol. And Charles is probably Gardner, I would imagine. Mrs. Herden, treasurer, excused, oldest son has chickenpox. Okay, remember that. Mark Chicken, minute reads and approves, sense to 0. Hello Girl opens this Friday. Motion to have opening night toast for show and theatre opening. Will be sole just board members and lead actors to minimise cost. Destruction of who will pop champagne. Christopher suggested Marnie as a leading lady might be a good photo op. But it's 5 in favour, 1 opposed. Motion carried. Motion to approve funds for opening night toast. Ginger ale, champagne, wine. Some hesitance to make budget decisions without Rona, but Charles promises to foot the bill if she raises any dollar objections. But 6 in favour, 0 opposed. Motion to decide on building renovation. Consensus is to prioritise lobby beautification, particularly old lighting fixtures, tabled until next meeting. Announcement. Carol's medication has gone missing, so she apologises if she has to step out during the Fox scene on opening night. The sound of gunfire makes her faint. Okay, so that would be because of this champagne she fainted. Meeting observed at 9:40 by Mr. Gardner. Happening opening to the BTT. Alrighty, let's put that this is Gardner. Okay. And everyone else is one of the other people. But hopefully we can find out by investigating their bodies. Oh man! Happy New Year opening. Here's a little, this is the Gintini. Thanks for the you-know-what to help with my opening 9 jitters. That'll be the pill. Your thinking is terrible. Why don't you put a cork in that stupid mouth of yours? So there's Dan, the main man. This man is bleeding from a head wound and is not breathing. Mrs. Upson caught, letting you know she typed up the minutes but won't make it to a photocopier before opening. She'll mail minutes to board members on Monday. Okay. A cork. Right. And then this is the leading lady. She, Pedally Flawless, happy to opening, DP. Carol Upson, take as needed, Valium, 10 milligrams. So she's got the Valium. Now, this is Dan. Did we find out who Dan Dan Gardner. Oh, what? Dear Charles, I've spoken to Dan Gardner. Ah, okay. And Dan said that it was part of the... this is a vice president. So this is Dan Gardner. And then this is the vice president, which is Mr. C. Gibson. But didn't it say here it is Mr. C. Gardner? Did he say in his letter that he's related to the president? He's also a member of the board. So who's the members of the board? C. Gardner, C. Gibson, C. Upson, Mrs. Bradley, Mrs. Prescott, Miss Stonewall, Mrs. Herden. Okay. So there is no D. Gardner. Okay. And needless to replace, so don't attack Casnotes for seeing a little flat. Okay. Dan will be there too, naturally, so play nice. Okay. So this will be another board member, so that'll probably be maybe the gardener, even though he's clearly a lizard and this guy's a duck. Or a dog. Yeah, or Mr. Predley, or just board members and lead actors, right? Mrs. Prescott, Miss Stone. Suggested Marnie. So Marnie's the leading lady. Alrighty. So let's put Marnie in as the leading lady as well. Now, this is... Marnie is given all of the, like, these things. Marnie Piper. Piper. Now, and here she wrote that, you know what the hell with my opening 9 jitters. So this Valium was stolen by Dan. Yeah. Right. It's obvious you know that John. He's also a member of the board, isn't he? Yeah. What has he got in his... So he's a member of, definitely, letting you know that typed up the minutes but won't make it a photocopy before opening. Mrs. Upson pulled. Okay, so he's like a secretary or something like that. Let's have a look at who's... Yeah. And Mrs. Upson said that she was, yeah, Carol. Yeah. So this is like Mr. C. Gardner, probably, or Mr. Preslade, Mr. Predley. That's the only other option. Either Mr. Gardner or Mr. Predley. And this is one of the men, Christopher. Charles. No. Carol. Stay on mine and give Dan's role to me. And this is from Dan as well. He told us Dan P. Pradley. His last name is Pradley. And that made sense because he's also a member of the board, Mr. Pradley. There we go, perfect. Okay. So it was when Marnie Piper And Mason tore it up because he was mad. Opened a bottle of champagne. The cork flew into a chandelier, causing it to fall and kill Christopher Gardner. Easy enough. The sound caused, this was Carol Upton to faint because she could not find her medicine. There we go. Unrelated to the incident, Mason Wilder wanted to replace Stan Pedley. In the production, but Charles Gibson urged him to let it go. Right. Yes, but I want to be able to act as Marnie Piper, who was under the influence of Valium, opened a bottle of champagne to begin the celebration. The cork flew out towards the ceiling, striking an old cylinder, which fell and cold board president Christopher Gardner. Yeah, but in that one, before I go, I want to solve this bit down the bottom. Christopher Gardner. The vice president is Charles Gibson. The secretary is Carol Upson. And the treasurer. Did we ever get the treasurer? Treasurer is Mrs. Hurden. And then it said Rona Hurden. Because she's sick with chickenpox. She's got Rona, she's hurting it, you know? There we go, perfect. Alrighty, now we can go to the other case. Okay. Dear Mason, you'll be getting an official letter soon, but I wanted you to hear it from me first. The board narrowly voted down my proposal to add you as a board member. I strongly advocated for you, but even as a president, I am but one of several voices. I know this must sting giving you a rival as Mr. P, especially with him becoming vice president after last year's incident, but I encourage you to be patient. Time has a way of healing old wounds, and your day will come eventually. Yours, Charles. So Charles is now the president. Cell Block Jazz, otherwise known as... I was going to say chess, but not chess. What's the one? Chicago. There we go. I do know of Chicago. The stage has skid marks from something heavy sliding across it, and here's Dan here. I'm okay. Is anybody here? Happy opening, DP. Bradley Forrest. Now here's Mason. What a disaster. Who's this odd lady there? Dear Mason, you'll be getting an official letter soon. Right, this is the one that we read earlier. And he dropped all of his notes and everything. It skid all over the thing. How embarrassing. But at least he's alright, you know. Oh no, someone's dead over here. The person under the desk is not breathing. Hans, greetings, fearless leader. Just making sure you know about the Cat Kitten hangout on Sunday. A bunch of us are going to Scourges to see Cassidy sing. Heard one of her songs the other day, she's really good. Don't worry, MM is not invited. Haha. Come get a drink with us from the terror of the fearsome stone wall. Jenna. So Hans, this must be Hans, the one that's dead. The belt loops on the pants have come loose. And what's he got in his pockets? Dan, the final note of D and I is still flat. Please use your ears and adjust the pitch accordingly. Use breath support, else it will start pinched and it will kill me inside. Also, you're still seeing the wrong harmony on When Kitty Makes Her Break. I'll have Cassidy pluck out the notes for you before the show tomorrow. Again. Love, Eleanor. So this must be Eleanor. People I still need to give opening night gifts to. Sandy DeSalle. Mason Wilder, haha, right? Crew guy. Chris Todd, I forget which is his first name. And Quick Change Dresser, the rabbit girl, something Dittmeyer. Okay, so Quick Change Lady is a rabbit. There are locks installed on the wheels, but they appear to be loose. So that's what made the disc. The disc rolled over time. What do we got? Dan jumps on disc. Okay, so that's where the disc jumps, and then it went flying because it wasn't locked in place. I see. Steps on chair. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So what in God's name, Hans? Yeah, that shows that is Hans. Oh no 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 no! First word, last word. Code. Bout your song, Lord King, to spin my tender heart on loops. Loose your sound and fury on this shambling nemesis. Will his temperance sway, or will his constitution bear all the vengeance our forbidden love has wrought on him tonight? SD. Oh no 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 no! Cassidy, please watch at the informata of D&I. As you know, I'm trying to cue the downbeat of M1112 for when Jones jumps in the disc. Also, Schlubby Hubby, quieter during Mason's dialogue sections. Suspicious Rag, do not rush. I know you want to conduct someday, but I can't let that happen if you can't rein in your tempi. Also, please come in early tomorrow to repluck the Gilthink When Kitty Harmony for Jan. Love, Elena. Okay, so this is Cassidy. You got it. Sometimes tonight, just like we said. And trust me, the wheels don't turn so it'll fall straight in. Won't hurt no one. Sure, we'll give the monster murder a fright though. Haha, I'll be watching from above. TC. Okay, so this is Cassidy. And there's Elena. Cassidy is, no, the other woman. Where is she? Yeah. And Elena. This is Hans. Now, on her list of things to give to people, there is on when Kitty, Cassidy plunk out the notes for you. Okay. Sandy DeSalle. Okay, none of the people are mentioned here yet. Conductor, Mrs. Eleanor Stormwell. Okay, orchestra pit. Did I put Eleanor? Yeah, Stormwell. So that'll be probably Cassidy Stormwell as well. Hilliard, assistant conductor, pianist. And concert master, Mr. Hans Fleming. Okay. And then a whole bunch of people that we don't care about. And Cassidy Hilliard, wasn't it? Or something like that. And then what was Fleming. Fleming. There we go. Hans Fleming. Alrighty. You guys can't see me pressing the explore controls button. Not that it really matters. Those are probably the least important things to actually be able to see. Oh, this is the quick change skill. Sheila dresser track. Dollars and Innocence. Set basket by SR says for Dan's jacket and tie. Have Sandy shoes and jumpsuit prepped nearby. Important, after the song, steer clear of corner 2. Dan went over the set piece, the rolling disc. Told Chris crew when there's space to pick it up and rotate it so he can strike it. The cheap wheels don't swivel so it only rolls forward and backward. Dan until Gilfit's courtroom. Basically, Dan will hand you his office jacket, have courtroom jacket ready, left seat first. Sandy into holding cell jumpsuit. After Dan assists Sandy in putting on jumpsuit and do the top buttons while she steps into the shoes. After quick changes, hang Dan's jacket and return to dressing room for Act 2. Prepped. Note for sub, strike is a stage handling word for move something to somewhere else. Right, yeah, strike it. Sheila, message received. I appreciate your assistance in this matter. I look forward to her being laughed off the stage. These things take time, of course, but when I inevitably ascend to the board, I'll campaign to instate you as in-house wardrobe supervisor. Especially sending a message in code, first and last words. Clever. But notes unnecessary as they promptly destroy any message that may be incriminating, just as you should destroy this note. Yours, MW. Mason Wilder. MW plus SD. So she was in love with Mason, and Mason was just like, probably using her. A seam ripper. Alright, so this is SD. Which was Sheila, sorry. And then her last name was Dittmeyer. Now the other leading lady. Well, happening opening, DP. And then a screwdriver. Hey, I've had it with MM. Let's go through with the thing we talk about. I know you said it's safe, but only do it if you promise me no one will get hurt. Just want to give her a scare. Here's something for your trouble, C. And then this is a $50 note. Okay. So that must be everything now. Yeah. And that's the whole desk coming down, crushing Hans. Okay. Well, let's enter the people that we do know. So this is Dan. His last name was Bradley. There we go. This is Mason. His last name was Waldo. Then this is the maintenance guy. Now one of these people says that during messages. The Gilfink. What's a Gilfink? Oh, that must be an increment, I guess. TC. Yeah, TC. There's that fall straight down, won't hurt no one. Sure will give the monster a metro up front though. Yeah, so TC is that guy. Todd. So this will be Todd. And then Chris. And then I believe that the leading lady is Sandy DeSalle. Sandy DeSalle. Perfect, look at that, beautiful. Okay, so the wardrobe was that the belt pants on the pants have come loose. So that was the unpicker incident. So that was done by her, right? So the belt pants, the pants were loosened, well, the belt loops actually, let's put that in. By Sheila Dittmeyer. And the set piece was Todd Chris. He unlocked the desk. One slot, alrighty. The wheels. There we go. What was actually that? Okay. This is Mason Wilder. Jealous of good old Dan Bradley's role as a vice president. Inspired with Sheila Dittmeyer to embarrass him with a wardrobe malfunction. Meanwhile, this was Cassidy Hilliard, right? Enlisted the help of Todd Chris. To scare they say MM, I don't know who MM. The two incidents collided have been the altered desk. Tripped into the causing it to roll in. Oh, yeah. Okay. At an angle and fall into the orchestra pit. Killing, this is Hans Fleming. This is tripped into the desk. And this is Dan Bradley. When the altered bat lips caused the pants to fall and get caught on the wheels. Is that right? The pants, they, caught on the wheels. Must be, because they're in the wheels here, or on the desk, I guess. They caught somewhere. Now who was them trying to scare, right? They were like, oh yeah, it's gonna be scaring belt loose, belt loops loose, nemesis will bear all tonight. Oh yeah, okay, I see. And this is TC. Love Eleanor. Eleanor said nothing. What did TC say? He said, is this Mason? I've had it with MM. Let's go through with the thing we talked about. I know you said it's safe, but only if you promise me no one will get hurt. Just want to give her a scare. Here's something for your trouble. Who's MM though? There's no one there with that. Those, unless there's Mrs. You know, because it does say over here, right? That they're calling her Mrs. Or something like that. Monster Mitra. Yeah, Mitra. So it is Mitra. Who's Mitra? There's no one with their name. What a disaster. Yeah. Master Mitra. What do you guys think? And yeah, this is from this. Then to golfing. Right. Master Mitra, Master Mitra, 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 Mitra. Yeah. Must be Eleanor. No? Meanwhile, Cassidy Hilliard. Yeah. Was it Cassidy? Yeah. Because Cassidy's got the letter to MM. And Cassidy writes the C here. Here's something for your trouble C. Yeah. And then, yeah. He removed the things from the Cassidy Hilliard of Todd Chris, yeah, to scare Sheila. Elena. The two incident when the altered butler caused the pants to fall. Yeah, that makes sense. And get caught in the desk. As a result, Dan tripped into the wheels. Maybe. No, that one's definitely desk. As this one. It doesn't make sense that it is desk. Causing it to roll at an angle and fall into the orchestra pit. Killing Hans bleeding. Maybe it fell into the gill thing. To embarrass him. Conspire with Sheila Ditmire. Yeah, that's right. To embarrass him with a... Yeah. Meanwhile... Cassidy Hilliard. No, it's definitely Hilliard. Enlist the help of Todd Chris. That is definitely Chris. Maybe it's... I feel like it must be. It wasn't a kill. Yeah, it was just a scare. And it was definitely Eleanor. Yeah. We could figure out what spot it is. Let me just quickly do that. I hate doing this, but you know, why not at this stage? Because we got all the names right, so it'll be whatever one. It wouldn't be a name. Comparison with a blah blah blah. We already checked scared. Is it pants? Oh, the altered wheels. No, that one's definitely belt loops. Paused the belt loops. That one's wheels. And get... Oh no, that one's pants. To fall and get caught on the... We've already checked desk. Dan tripped into the chair. Is that one maybe chair? And that one's desk. No, because it definitely got caught on the desk, causing it to roll. Skid. I guess skid is more. Yeah, correct. So I think it should have accepted roll as well. Mason Wilder won an embarrassingly appointed board Vice President Dan proudly says this Sheila Ditmire to rip the belt loose in Dan's costume so his pants would fall during his beating number. Unrelated pianist Cassidy Hilliard paid staging Trog Crest to loosen the wheel locks on the desk so that it would fall into the pit and scare conductor Elena Stormwell. These pranks collided when Dan's pants got tangled on the unsecured desk, causing him to fall and knock the desk into the orchestra pit at an angle, killing violinist Hans Fleeling. And look at him, he's so happy as well. Why did you do that? Hey Cassidy, don't beat yourself up too much about this. Bad timing more than anything, which we both know can kill a musical number. Terrible things happen sometimes and we move on stronger as a result. Next time I should be sure to burn any letters or poems instead of tossing them. How mortifying, I hope you don't get the wrong impression about me and the author. Anyway, enjoyed the run, I hope to see you on the next one. Let me know if you want to talk more. MW. Sure, how about coffee this weekend, Cass? And so that is how Cass and MW got together, I guess. Casimir, musical comedy. Is this one like Monty Python-esque? Something seems off about the singing. Let's play.
1, 2. Long day at the rat race, a day job that lasts all week. You dreamed of being the boss of that place, and now you quake when you're told to speak. Though to pay attention and hear my offer, a night of thrills to fascinate you, a story brimming with song and dance, and plots and plans and chills await you.
Drums, 2, 3, 4.
Abracadabulous, it's what we do in our abracadabulous way.
He's very flat.
The night may be long, but it's full of song in our magical, tragical,
Abracadabrical play. Hey, hey. Yeah, he's very off on the music as well. Are they even doing abracadabrils? Yeah, they are. A narrator. Long day at the rat race. A day job that lasts all week. Yeah. Okay, and what have you got in your pockets, Cassidy? Results typically occur in 4 hours. Laxate. That might be because he needs to poop. I see. And Buzz Liquor. Finley Depot. Proof of receipts. Vodka, Buzzard Bourbon, and Alport Tequila. Don't drink and drive, thanks. Good thing for a liquor store to announce. How disappointing, yeah. Yeah, Mr. Gibson, thank you for your discretion on this. It gives me no pleasure seeing my mentor spiral, but what can you do? Maybe she wants to get caught. And I saw that she's keeping bottles downstairs in the kitchen. She's taught me so much, I'm ashamed that I didn't see the warning signs earlier, and that I wasn't able to help before she was too far gone. God forbid if she's unable to perform, I'm ready to step in, but only of course as a last resort. Regardless of all that, I'm looking forward to getting another BTT show up and running, especially one with a modern Simon Swamp score. See you sympathy, Cassidy. Okay. So like Cassidy's been like implicating Eleanor as an alcoholic. She was gone 20-minute showers. Does she even care about this show? And what do we got on the desk here? LSB, a size so vast, can't match tempo. Kelly R, similar surprise, pitchy but fun. Roger DuPont, great, too tall for Casimir, possibly narrator. Ask him to come back this afternoon. Aunt Rachel G, lovely voice, possible Jameen understudy. Kelly C, voice just okay, but Nina Lysa, strong dancer. Narrator, Eddie M, no. Dan P, end of week 1, weight 211 pounds, waist 45. End of week 2, weight 211 pounds, waist 45. Weight 3, 211 pounds, waist 44.5. Sick of smoothies, but finally seeing results after searching at honey for stack room. So this person's looking after their weight, I see. Okay. And what else have we got? This must be this lady here, I'm guessing. Narrator, well now what? Casimir, what do you mean? You can't just sit around? Why not? Well, because you have so much to do. You feel empty, right? Yeah. Hollow? Sure. A soulless vessel without direction, seeking for Mildred or all the wrong places and then going to be relicized by a series of misinformed adventures? Yeah, I guess so. Well, look at this, thrusts a newspaper at Casimir. My brother is vying for the throne of Hungary. Hungary is right. He's already king of Bohemia. That's good news, right? I'm brother to the king. I'm the heir apparent. Heir apparent is all the... It's floating between your ears. Hey. With a conductor score to Casimir. Okay, and what is his notes? Some audition notes, nothing noteworthy. Really? Nothing noteworthy in those notes, eh? Then why has he created the notes? Okay, this is... H, here's the sheet music. Don't worry about the audition notice. I'll transfer to D minor for your audition, no problem. They're open to any gender playing the part, so I'll change all of the keys if necessary. Break legs, Cass. Okay, so this person is worried about being the narrator while being a female, but Cassidy is being nice. Prettily Florists. They must be the sponsor, right? Because Dan Bradley owns that company. Well, his dad probably owns that company. The vocal studio, Mrs. Elena Stormwell. Date 3rd of the 7th, 79. Student Dan P. Much improvement. You're quite prepared for Saturday, but I still want you to break your habit of being a muscle memory singer, which keeps you from singing strictly in the key of rehearse, regardless of what the piano is playing. Cannot sympathize as a perfect pitch, so slight deviations in pitch can drive me batty. Just keep recording these lessons and listen back 3 times a week. Back a league at the audition, I certainly can't make any promises, but hopefully we'll be working on casting this on for the next few months. And let's listen to his audition, please.
1, 2, 3.
Long day at the rat race.
Pitch, darling, pitch.
A day job that lasts all week.
Rec support.
You dreamed of being the boss of that place, but now you quake when you're told to speak.
Raise the
Well,
diaphragm.
pay attention and hear my offer. A night of thrills to fascinate you.
Bite the apple.
A story brimming with song and dance.
Nom,
And
nom.
plots and plans and
Chills await you.
Sustain, Daniel.
Abracadabulous, it's what we do in our abracadabulous way.
Splendid.
The night may be long,
But it's full of song.
in our magical, tragical, abracadabrical play.
Very
Perfect,
good, darling.
perfect.
Just remember, crescendo into the cutoff.
Perfect, Dan, perfect. Alrighty. You did very well. It seems like the piano wasn't playing correctly during that. Babe, God, I wish you could be in here today. DP the DB is gonna cause a polytonal cacophony, and he's so tone deaf you won't even notice. Unfortunately, Monster Maestro is gonna have a very strong reaction to a new weight loss fad, so she'll also miss it, which I guess she has to for this to work. Thank God she wouldn't stop blibbing at me about her hubby substitution, and frankly that just made it all the easier for me. Also planted some high-proof seeds to get her flushed once and for all. Anyway, kill it in there like you always do. I'll cover you in kisses later. Love, Cass. P.S. I hope it's not weird that I coach Helen on the narrator song, but truth is she's just okay, so I don't think you have anything to worry about. She'll be fine in the ensemble. Okay. So Cass, yeah, working with MW now. And yeah. Not too worried about it because he's given laxatives to the normal piano player, which is why he's playing piano right now. But surely they'll blame Cass at the piano player rather than the singer Dan. Okay. Dan Bradley, Helen Albrecht, Mason Wilder. Alrighty. So what we do know, we can solve some of it now. This is Nathan Wilder, of course. This is Cassidy. This is Albrecht. Oh, who's not actually here. I thought this was Albrecht. Because over here it says like, yo, I've coached Helen. So you'd think that there will be Helen Albrecht, but she's just not here. Anyway, there's Dan singing, obviously. We can put that one in. This is Daniel Bradley. Excuse me, are you okay in there? It sounds like you're in a lot of pain. So this is the way the ladies should know stuff. Plain voice bellowed from behind the bathroom door. Damn it, Donnie, I'll be fine. Just don't bring a soul of a word of this to anyone, not a soul. Alright, that's Donnie. There we go. An unwashed blender that has done some recent blending. Okay. So that's for her smoothies. And then what do we got here? Various bottles of alcohol. As well as sugar. So saccharin, sugar, and honey. What else we got? The Smoothie Diet Method by Dr. Barnaby Vitale. What tried and true weight loss program for women serious about their looks and health. Jump step to your metabolism and stay full longer. Honey, lemon juice, dinner. Snack option, half a grapefruit and a glass of white wine. Oh, don't drink the white wine. Terrible for you. Okay, what do we got? Currently refrain from eating any fridge items that are not yours. Okay. I will not hesitate to contact authorities. I'm on a very strict, specific diet, and sealing my throat is tantamount to slapping me in the face, so I will not have a food fever. Erase my weeks of discipline and progress, and I will not hesitate to contact the authorities. Love, Eleanor. Okay. Birch 330 newsletter, winter 1979. Art can grow in the unlikeliness of private places. Dear friend of the arts, thanks to your patronage and participation, sales with our song Peddler. The so strong will overdo much needed repairs to the building facade, as well as by straight of a electric harpsichord for our orchestral project. Keep spreading the word, and I will keep mounting first-class productions. Auditions for Casimir will be held Monday 10th and 11th. My GNU colleague Nina Vasquez will direct and choreograph the production. Her work is provocative and fresh, and I'm happy to welcome her into the BTT family. On February 18th, our communist extraordinaire, Kathy Hilliard, was teaching a free songwriting workshop. Her last one was a huge success, and would love for the turnout to be even bigger this time around. In other news, please join me in celebrating our Volunteer of the Month, Donnie Franklin. He's a firefighter by day, and we're lucky he can dedicate his weekends to keeping the building clean. Stay warm, and I will see you in April for Casimir. Sincerely, Charles Gibson. Okay, so this is Charles Gibbies. This is Cassidy Hilliard. This is Donnie Franklin. And this is Nina Vasquez. Perfect. Now, the board president is currently Charles Gibson. He's taken. The director is Nina Vasquez. Now, the music director is actually Elena, and her last name is Stormwell, but she's not here at the moment. Okay. Now, okay, yeah, so this is Dan Predley and good old Mason Walder as well. For the role of narrator, I purposely playing, I guess, in the wrong pitch or tempo key. This is actually Cassidy though. Cassidy Hilliard. This now is Mason Wilder, who wanted the role of narrator. The only other person who would have noticed the difference in key was Elena. So, Mason, or was it? Added laxatives to the blender. No. Smoothies. Yeah, isn't it blender? The honey. Used by, by Elena Stormwell. Just forced the victim to spend all afternoon in the bathroom. Let me just have a look. So Mason Wilder, this wasn't Mason, this was Cassidy. And I think it's saccharin rather than honey. There we go. Still jealous of Dan Predley, Mason Wilder conspired with Cassidy Hilliard to throw Dan's audition by having her play his song in the wrong key. Dan, being a muscle memory singer, was unable to adjust and clashed terribly with the accompaniment. And then music director Eleanor Stormer will notice the key difference because of her perfect pitch. Cassidy laced her smoothie sweetener with laxative in the morning, causing Eleanor to spend the afternoon in the bathroom. She also planted liquor bottles in the kitchen to make it seem like Eleanor's issues were alcohol related. Ultimately, Mason and Cassidy hoped this would quietly embarrass Dan and Eleanor off the board and away from the theatre. Did that work though? We'll find out. Birch Theatre newsletter, 4th 1979. Art can grow in the unlikeliness of places, whether it's a spot on local news or pop-up concerts at the Clydesdale Mall. Work of our little theatre is quickly spreading. Ohio the musical has a nearly sold-out run, largely due to the performance of Vocal Starter Hollering by Mason Wilder and Jennifer Ahuja on the WCAT's Sunrise show. If you saw it, you probably recognize Mason from his star turn as narrator in our springtime show, Casimir. Also, please join me in welcoming Mr. Wilder to the board of the Birch Tree Theatre. Ohio also marked the passing of the baton to our resident piano prodigy, Cassie D. Hilliard. We jumped at the opportunity to list Mrs. Hilliard as our resident music director. I look forward to her conducting many future musicals at BTT. Contact the GNU Music Department to take piano lessons with her, and stay tuned, pun intended, for future songwriting workshops at the theatre. Auditions for our holiday musical of Scrooge will be held October 14th. Please bring sheet music in the correct key. Stay cool, and we'll see you on stage for Old Scrooge. Sincerely, Charles Gibson, BTD Board President. Alrighty, but we've got Swally Tom, the Mad Cobbler of Toad Road. Right now, there's a Sweeney Todd, of course. There's Mason. And there's Dan. I'm scared. It's not as scary as that old ghost-looking lady. What are you up to? Rona, I fear the rumors are true and that nasty truths about our beloved leader will soon come to light. Knowing you have my back helps soften the blow. If I take the helm of the ship, I promise to guide it safely and stability soon. And I'll find roles for the boys next season. Mason. So that's Rona there. What's taking him so long? And an unattended pass. Miss Prescott, at exactly 9:15 tonight, your board president will step out of the performance to take part in a highly illicit drug deal on the rooftop of the theatre. He has hidden his addiction well for many years, but has finally got the better of him. If you care about the theatre and your family's legacy, I urge you to follow him and see for yourself. Sincerely, a friend of the arts. Okay. No, there's Dan. Yeah, dead. At last, all has made me whole again. Good little pun there, right? Nay, Charles. Now take over support. Yeah, me, Catherine, and Jackie, and Nay, Charles, Carol, Hank, Antonia, Undecided, Swellen. Who's Swellen? There's Cass, Per, Watch, and Cass. All the pieces in place. Sheila and Todd have done their part, and Robert will leave the note for our last holdout. After she turns on Charles, the leadership role for me on the board is inevitable. I finally have Rona's support too. I have to bribe her with a promise to put her kids in the show, but the small matter. I know you've been anxious about tonight, but lay that aside and focus on conducting a brilliant show. We're flushing out an old guard that doesn't understand the true power of art. We'll frame a new destiny for the theatre, and you and I will be at the centre of it. Break legs and stab backs, Alice Swally Tom tonight. Theatrically yours, Mason. And there's good old further ones with the dancing girls. Bag contains a white powdery substance for the drugos. And here we've got Sheila. She hums to herself. Standing on the edge of a knife, dying just to live my life. Oh yeah, can you feel it? Hear your footsteps down the hall. I'm sync with my heartbeats and I fall for you. Can you feel it? Oh God, is this Todd Chris, your bod, your kiss. Todd Chris. Don't go, not yet. Romeo, Juliet, I will die, I will kill. I will do it all for this, Todd Chris. Oh, good lyrics, Sheila, good lyrics. I love them. Hard truth. New code, last names. 1. Wednesday TP, Saturday Alts, Tuesday TP, Sun Labs. Now, the facts that Uncle Sam thinks you can't handle. Dearest Sheila, thank you so much for this favour, la darling. I'll do the alteration myself at times just to see fly right out the window these days. Please repair the sleeve hems and bring the waistline and where I pinned it. I so adore the work of Stockham. This will be the perfect opportunity to don Mummy's iconic dress. Even had a necklace too. 1,000 mercies. Love, Swellen. Synth-punk, new wave, and heavy metal show with Sheila and the Thermions, Piscator, Lady Johnson and the Phlegm. Friday the 18th, Carpet Bar, 186 Summer Street. And a lot of books. Anything interesting? Not really. Puzzlecraft, obscure the message. Is these the last names? Golding. A matter of secrecy, the art and sciences, synthesizers, visitors, Bongo Gooding. And Owen Steen. Not really, is it? What's this one? This is the code. So we need that. Well, Sheila did my labels, McAlley, alterations, track plotting. Alright, let's have a look here, shall we? So she says last names. 1 Wed TP, Saturday Olds, Tuesday TP, Sunday Labs. Okay. Wednesday TP was Harmon. So that's an H for hotel. Then Saturday Olds. Anderson, so an A. Then Tuesday TP, which was Nash, F-A-N. And then it was Sunday Labs. So Sunday Labs was Scarbat, so S. Hans. There we go. Now that should unlock. There we go. Perfect. Blank cassette
Charles
tapes.
Gibson, listen carefully. You don't know me, but consider me an ally. I have information you will find valuable. Namely, information regarding an affair your wife has been conducting for over a year. I will supply you with details and proof of her infidelity, including the name of the man with whom she's been cuckolding you for the sum of $500.
Oh wow,
Meet me
okay.
on the rooftop of the Birch Tree Theater at exactly 9:15 p.m. during the opening night performance of Swoley Tom. Bring cash.
Okay,
Do
yeah,
not
so
tell
this is the
anyone
drug
about this
deal.
message, else I'll destroy the evidence and never contact you again. Goodbye for now.
This is like, yeah, they made up a drug deal to get him. Well, they got him to do this, and then they made up a drug deal to make it seem like he was buying drugs. Thank you for lending your technical wizardry to this diversion. You are doing your part to ensure a bright future for this little theatre we care so much about. Close with 2 shapes. The black one has the original message, and the green one is blank for you to do your vocoder magic. The altered message should be understood or make sure my voice is not recognizable. One day before opening, call Mr. Gibson with your device and play the tape. Replay it if necessary, but do not speak. Afterwards, burn both tapes and this message. If you can't burn them immediately, keep them under lock and key until you can. Thank you, Sheila. The World Grove Supervisor position suits you. Look forward to continuing a long and fruitful friendship. Theatrically yours, Mason. Alright, and the green cassette tape.
Charles Gibson, listen carefully.
Alright, so this is the vocoder message. Don't need to listen to it, but because we listened to it in the normal words, but it was very well coded. A portrait of an elegant lady. Marnie Zephyr Prescott, beloved exes, devoted wife and mother. Mrs. Prescott née Marjorie Ellen Clott, while less than 5 miles from this very spot, was a prominent actress in Hollywood's silent movie area. She was renowned for her stolen roles in Sugar Factory and Hands Down, as well as lesser roles in Oh Damien Moon Story. After marrying automotive tycoon Ralph Xavier Prescott in 1929, she returned to our city and helped erect the Birch Tree Cinema, which was active until a few years after her death. The Norman Theatre was revitalized by the City Council in 1975 and rechristened the Birch Tree Theatre. Money's only child, Swellen, remains an active member of the theatre's board of directors to this day. And what was that noise? Something out on the street? Please place the enclosed purple slip of paper in the ticket envelope of Mrs. Swellen Prescott. Include a little something for your help as well as your silence. And our bogs. So this is our bogs. And whom is this? Birch Street Theatre Newsletter, Spring 1980. Art can grow in the unlikeliest of places. We jump into the 80s by taking a stab literally at the Stephen Sorkin masterpiece, Swirly Tom. This thrilling musical about a despondent shoe repairman turned killer will be our most challenging adventure to date, but we're in good hands with Mason Wilder in the title role and Cassidy Hilliard confronting the dark operated store. This summer we'll be mounting the beloved Cassette Samson and his marvelous multicolored hair. Auditions will be held June 7th and 8th. Please bring sheet music and a quick key. So far obliged to quell the rumours of an impending board shake-up. The board is a hearty mess of locals, young and old, who are invested in the future of our community. I'm honoured to be serving as president. The rumour about the theatre being haunted, however, well, that one I certainly hope isn't true, as I'm famously terrified of ghosts. Stay dry and try not to be clobbered by the mad cobbler this April. Sincerely, Charles Gibson, BTT Board President. And the man is dead. This is Charles. Oh no. Proof of infidelity, 500. 9:15 opening night, rooftop. Okay. Oh, what are we missing exactly? Oh, this way. No? Upstairs. Up to the roof. There's Mrs. Prescott. Charles, I know you're out here. There are drugs in the envelope. And because you seem confused, I'll spell this out plainly. Step 1. Blood drugs, not grass, then close money. Any leftover cash is yours. Step 2. A few hours before opening night, put the drugs in an envelope and plant them on the rooftop, somewhere they can easily be spotted. Step 3. Destroy this note. Thank you for your continued help. More to come. M. Right, so we figured out the thing already. We just need to put in the name. So this is, of course, the good old Todd Chris. This is the good old Sheila. Now her last name started with a D, didn't it? Did mine? This is Prescott. And her first name was Swellen. This is Cassidy, of course. Now, her last name, Cassidy's last name, was Mason Wilder. I know that one for sure, certain. Now this is Charles. Now Charles's last name was Prescott as well, wasn't it? We can figure out this by going to here. Charles Gibson. Yeah, and this is Swellen. Yeah, Prescott. Now this is Boggs. And Cassidy's last name was... Oh, can I remember? Hilliard. Perfect. Alrighty. Wednesday TP was annoying. In here. Wednesday's TP was C. Harmon. Harmon. Then we know it spells aunts. So it was Anderson, Nash, and then Scarlett. There we go. Perfect. Alrighty. Now this is again Mason Wilder. and Kirsty Hilliard, of course, conspired to did they really kill Charles Gibson using this was Sheila's Dittmeyer vocoder. Where's the vocoder? Yeah, there we go. They sent the victim an anonymous message containing information about their wife's infidelity. The message said to meet them on the roof top during the performance for more information. And then good old Tom Chris was paid to slip an anonymous note to I guess Sue Ellen. Oh no, and Robert was paid with their ticket, which tipped them off about Charles Gibson buying drugs on the rooftop. And then yeah, Todd Chris was enlisted to plant the fake evidence. And this is scared. When he saw this is Swellen Prisco. Because he thought it was the jump to the street, fall. Because he thought it was the ghost, oh yeah, of her mother. On the rooftop. Good old Charles Gibson. And then it would just be conspired to brain, I guess. Yeah, perfect. Seeing his former mentor as a roadblock to his own ambitions, Mason Wilder conspired to frame Charles Gibson for drug possession. To get him in contact with the false evidence, he used Sheila Dittmeyer's audio equipment to send Charles a fake anonymous tip about his wife having an affair. He also planned a note for board member Swellen Prescott to tip her off about the supposed drug deal. When Swellen went to the rooftop to confront Charles, he got frightened because he thought she was the ghost of her mother and accidentally fell to his death. I mean, these people are just killing everyone, right? Solicitor on the roof. The theatergoers were struck on Friday when Charles Gibson, 66, found dead outside of the Birch theatre following a performance. I thought it was part of the play, said theatregoer Lynn Hiltley. Like maybe it's a third act or a sequel or something, but then we realised something horrible had happened. Mr. Gibson allegedly left the purchase to purchase 2 ounces of cocaine on the rooftop. It's unclear what happened on the roof, but somehow Gibson fell to his death. Police believe the incident to be drug-related, either at the hands of the seller or self-inflicted. Gibson had written a note with some pretty delusional thoughts. He wasn't thinking clearly, said an officer close to the case. Mr. Gibson was a beloved local theatre who taught English at GNU for over 30 years before retiring in 1977. It has since served as the president of the Birch Theatre Board of Directors. The Birch Theatre community, no stranger to tragedy, was rocked by Gibson's death and the revelations that surfaced. It was a great mentor to me, said the shaken Mason Wilder, currently playing the title role as Swally Tom. I had heard the rumours of his drug use, but like so many others, I just didn't want to believe it. Wish I could have done something, but the best way to honour him now is to put our hearts into this theatre they love so much. The show must go on, and so will the legacy of Charles Gibson. Alright, well, how many more? 2, 3, 4, 5? We'll do the remaining 5 chapters next time. But in the meantime, if you've enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, or subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. See you.